Young World, LOD321, LOD versus the Internet. I already did a video about Miley Cyrus and Justin Bieber and explained to you why they clone certain people and why they keep them in the limelight, and how some people are cloned from day one and are raised in the limelight, and the influence they're going to have on generations of children and stuff like that. So you can, if you want to, you can look in the description. I put a link in the description so you can see that video. So I'm not going to start from the very beginning on this one. I'm just going to jump right into Selena Gomez. And also, you got to keep in mind there's different reasons why they clone people. Some people are cloned at birth, like how Miley Cyrus and Justin Bieber. They're raised as clones. They're raised and groomed specifically to be in the limelight from day one. They're born and brought up to be that kind of, to be what they're supposed to be. Then you got other situations like where I told you about Little Kim. They clone people sometime in other situations to control the real person. Sometimes they'll make a clone or a couple clones of a person just so the real person will know that if they don't want to go along with the program and follow directions, or if they get out of line, we already have a clone of you and we don't need you to keep your brand going. We can make your brand still work, and without you, we got a clone of you already. You know what I mean? Like I told you, they did with Little Kim. They put her clone to the public just so she can see that they really have a clone, but not just that. They put it out there just so she can see that people will accept this clone and believe it's really her. Because one thing they do whenever a clone makes a mistake or messes up, they explain all the stuff away with a person being on drugs, or the person had some kind of crisis in their life, or just like with Dave Chappelle, it's always drugs, and Michael Jackson, there's always drugs. There's always, they have their reasons and their ways of being able to blame stuff on other stuff when the clone looks different. They got plastic surgery, they'll say this person got a facelift, or they'll say all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? They already know how to keep it, they already know how to operate and maneuver to cover up the parts where the clone's was going to make mistakes or not going to fit into the picture. So between the handler of the clone and the false information they put out, people will just accept what it is. They can easily say a person has plastic surgery, and you'll believe that every time, because that's what we believe movie stars do anyway. So, but anyway, shout out to Third Eye Anja on Instagram. If you want to follow me on Instagram, do so at it's LOD321, ITS LOD321, just in case you feel like going over there, hitting the follow button, you know what I mean, and go to the Twitter at LOD321. As you know, Selena Gomez pretty much disappeared from the public in August and supposedly checked herself into a rehab in Tennessee. Some people are saying this because she has lupus. Some people are saying this because she has depression or is under some type of distress. And who knows what the real, everybody's saying something different. But supposedly she's supposed to make a return at the American Music Awards, which is, I think, is November 20th, I believe it is. And she's supposed to come back there on that day because Justin Bieber won't be there, so it's going to be less stress surrounding the event, is what her grandfather said for her in a recent interview. But that's another thing. Award shows, these award shows are nothing but huge rituals, Illuminati rituals, where all kind of stuff is performed that's carried out and shown to the public. People don't realize it because they think it's just an award show. But there's all kind of signs and rituals and stuff that goes on at the award show. So bringing her back then into the public would make sense. You know what I mean? So they can do a ritual for the clone to be re-entered into society. She might even have a different body or something. Maybe the old clone body malfunctioned, or you never know what the reason could be. But that's what the official word is. Sometimes it don't be a clone, like a manufactured clone. Sometimes it's just a matter of a look-alike, a person that looks like a person. And then they use them, may have to do a couple little different alterations to their face, plastic surgery and stuff like that. And then there's other times when people want clones to help them perform and stuff and do different events and stuff, because how much can one person work before they need sleep and rest, and or they're mentally going to just break down? So there's some people have clones that stand in for them at times to do like minor events, maybe like some kind of walkthrough or something like that. I mean, a lot of people look alike. You're not going to know how a person looks when you see him in real life as opposed to on TV. And that's why there's that saying, has always been a saying, people look different in real life than they look on TV. They say the TV adds weight or takes weight away from you or whatever like that. But what that really is that when you see this person in real life, it's not always that person you're seeing on TV. So there's another thing they do, you can blame it on TV. And then with makeup and Hollywood makeup and stuff, you already know what they can do in movies as far as how they can make somebody look different. The only thing they have to, for clones or replacements or just lookalikes, the only thing they have to really be is the same height. As long as, because height is something that you can't really alter unless you have different shoes on and stuff. But in some cases, you can't really alter somebody's height. You can alter weight, you can alter anything. You can make somebody lose gain, make their nose wider, shave it down, you can plastics, you can do anything, but the only thing you can't really alter is somebody's height. So other than that, the possibilities are endless. And in 2011 at the MTV Awards, she does something on the stage where she even says she's talking to her clone, like messing around, and the clone actually comes on the screen behind her and she's sitting there talking to the clone and they're like playing it off like it's a joke. But this is what I'm saying, they do these things, these rituals and stuff, always on award shows right in front of everybody to see, and people don't think it's really what it is. On the song Disappear, when you first hear the song, you would automatically think it's about like love or a boy or whatever, but it's not about no love or no boy at all. It's totally not. It's totally something different. What it's really about, this is the clone actually singing. This is from the clone's perspective of being invited in and out of the body, being brought in and being taken out over and over. And the clone is actually reaching, this is the clone, this is from the clone's voice, because this is signifying that the clone is actually starting to become one with the body, but never is able to go that far to stay in the body to become a total one person with the body. And the reason why you know that's what this means is that this is basically the clone crying out. It starts off, it says, I remember the first time, but it wasn't the last time that you told me that you'd take me back, but I'm still wondering why it was ever a question. Basically meaning the clone feels like that's the natural, it feels good when it's in the body because, like I said, it's alive. So it's like, to the clone, this is what life is about. It's like great, you know what I mean? Then it says, I should have learned my lesson. I keep coming back like a heart attack that's always breaking. I can't let you vanish. There's no magic when you're gone. So the clone is saying, look, I should have learned my lesson because they keep taking the clone out and putting it back in whenever they feel like it. But the clone is actually loves the body, wants to be in the body and stay in the body. And it says, you say you don't need me. You say this time, believe me. The clone is telling the body, telling Selena, who the person we see is, that's like she's saying, I don't need you. I don't need I got my own soul. I don't need your clone, your spirit. I don't need you. I have my own self. I can exist without you. But the clone is saying to her, like, look, there's no magic when you're gone. Like, we need to be together. You know what I'm saying? This is where I belong at. This is my body. This is where I should be. It says, I'm not going to let you disappear. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to believe it. I'm not going to let you disappear. So then the clone says, the next verse, she says, I don't want to be lonely, but you're always the only one who can cast a spell and make it feel like it all was real. Nothing but an illusion. But I'm not going to lose you, so just do your trick and make it quick, because I'm pretending I can't let you vanish. There's no magic when you're gone. Understand? So maybe this is a representation of when the clone being with the body, maybe it was in it for so long, the clone actually started believing that it itself is the actual person, it's not the replica. Maybe the clone, this is signifying that the clone believes that it's real. Like I said, this was released on in August of 2009, and now Selena disappeared. Her last Instagram post was in August 15th of 2016, and that's exactly what she did. She disappeared. So, and this song is like a predictive type thing, but also the song itself is telling you what's really going on with this whole with the situation. Is she in the clone camp right now? Is she in the clone factory? Are they working on her clone? Is there a malfunction? Did they just disable her? You know what I mean? What's really going on with her? Where is she really at? Why would she just disappear like the song was saying? Because on this song, the clone is begging to not keep disappearing. The clone wants to stay one with the body. The clone loves where it's at. It gives it life. You know what I mean? That's what it's thirsting for. And the last track on Wizards of Waverly Place is called Everything Is Not What It Seems. And the main thing that stands out about this track on here is Selena says, but you might find out it'll go to your head when you write a report on the book you never read. What she's saying is you'll have information that you never went and went and got on your own, stuff that was put in your head. You're writing a report on a book you never read. How is that possible? That's what they do to clones. They upload information into clones. Clones don't sit down and like me or you do and learn stuff. They gotta sit there and read. They got a chip. They put information right into the clone instantly. She said, and with the snap of your fingers, you can make your bed. That's what I said, she says. And that's what I'm saying right there. Like, in the snap of your fingers, they don't have to wait. This is not little things. Snap your fingers, make your bed. She's saying this stuff is instantly. It's not something that has to be learned. That's what you do to a clone. You upload information into it instantly. And the whole thing is about magic. I mean, the whole Disney in general has always have been based about magic. The whole theme of Disney, Wizards of Waverly Place, and just all the stuff is all about magic. And people hear the word magic, we got to think of something that you got to look at it from, like, you got to be a kid to believe in magic. But in actuality, magic really equals time and technology. That's the same thing as what magic is, time and technology. Because 100 years ago, 1,000 years ago, if you'd have told somebody, they would have been holding a cell phone, a smartphone at that, but touch screen that you can go on Google and bring up any information that you could think of in a matter of 3 seconds. That would sound like magic to somebody 100 years ago, 1,000 years ago. It wouldn't even sound realistic. Even like a TV, that wouldn't even sound realistic to somebody a couple hundred years ago. They probably would have put you in a damn mental hospital years ago if you were just talking about a TV before it came out, because it would sound like something that's magic. It sounds crazy. You're talking about sitting around with people and imagining you'll be able to see something that's sitting on top of something inside of a box, and you'll be able to see different images, and that would sound like magic to somebody that long ago. But in reality, it's just time and technology brought that into fruition. That's all magic really is. Anything you could possibly think of can be invented by magic. They can any subject they want to work on, if they want to figure it out, they start the technology on it. They can figure anything out. They can make anything happen. That's what magic really is, technology.